coming up in this read. This is twin flame partners, true twin flame partners that are coming into union with each other. Hi Twin Flames, welcome to my channel. If you have been here before, then obviously welcome back. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here with me. Any important information that you need, you can find it in my description box and in my pinned comment below. Also, I do highly encourage everybody to actually read my pinned comment below, because there's just way too much misinformation out there about what twins are and what they are not. And basically I'm trying to help to dispel a few of those myths and to actually discourage certain individuals from pursuing an unhealthy relationship. Okay, so that being said, please do keep in mind that this is a general reading. Okay, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You just take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for someone else. Okay, right, so the strongest energy around you, this is interesting: prostitute, queen and messiah. Okay, so this in its light attributes is it says it accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. The queen radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. And then the messiah, serving humanity with humility. Now, the darker aspects of these energies are not really applicable because they didn't come out in reverse. Okay, so the way that I read this particular deck, if it comes out in reverse, then I will read the shadow attributes. So obviously I don't need to warn anybody about using their natural powers, should we say, for something negative, because that's not what's going on. We have a guilty conscience here though, Twin Flames. I don't know if this is coming from you or from your counterpart. Probably it's coming from the individual that's watching this. Guilty conscience, what I mean by that is some of yous are working as hard as you can to earn a living with this energy here. Okay, now it's come out as that word because some of you feel that perhaps you have had to sell your soul, and that would indicate that someone is not completely happy or satisfied with what it is that they do for a living. They feel like they have sold their soul to survive. With this, I do need to remind you that we have to do whatever it is that we have to do to survive. Okay, yeah, it's horrible, but ultimately we all need money. We all have to survive. We've all got bills to pay. So we do need to be realistic, and that there is nothing wrong with being realistic, right? You can enjoy what you're doing and earn money without feeling guilty for doing it. Okay, because it says there, without negotiating the power of your spirit. So your soul still belongs to you. You are still your soul. You're just doing what you can at the moment to make ends meet. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You're a survivor. You have to be a survivor. The fact that it's come out with the Queen, you're using your benevolent authority to protect others. So perhaps this is telling me, Twin Flames, that you found yourself going down this a path, a specific career path that you never expected yourself to be on. Perhaps it's telling us that. And some of yous are feeling guilty for the fact that you're unable to help others to reach their full potential without having to accept finances in return. Some of you are struggling with something that you're doing and wishing that you could do it for free. But the reality of the situation is you're not in the position to be able to do it for free. Okay? You still need to be rewarded for your hard work. Okay? Some of you are struggling with the guilt of that. Maybe one day in the future, when you find yourself in a better position, maybe then you'll be able to do your helpful services for free. So look at it that way, okay? Spirit's literally saying there's nothing wrong with you being reimbursed for your hard work. You need to be reimbursed for your hard work, but some of you are definitely struggling with this whole feeling of guilt because you need to be reimbursed for what it is that you're helping with or putting out there. It's not you taking advantage. It's you trying to survive. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. So that's what you need to reconcile within yourself, okay? Serving humanity with humility. So you're not taking anything for granted. You're not just assuming that you're still going to be in the same position that you're currently in right now tomorrow. You're honestly, you have so much humility. You're incredibly grateful for what you're able to do, for what you're able to provide. You're incredibly glad and respectful of yourself because you're able to provide. Reconcile with these feelings of guilt. It's not serving you. Okay? So that's the strongest energy that's around you at this time. Really, really interesting. Very powerful. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to pill your tarot and we'll find out what else is going on here. We have a 9-card spread, please, for the Twin Flame collectives. What's going on, please, for the Twin Flame collectives? I'm hearing that word again, guilt, guilt, guilt. That's tied in with your sacral chakra, Twin Flames, which deals it deals with pleasure and can be blocked by guilt. So basically, don't block off your sacral chakra through feelings of guilt. You have to do what you have to do to survive, and that's the end of it. And if anyone else is trying to make you feel guilty for something that you're doing, perhaps you have a career that somebody doesn't agree with. Tough shit. Let them deal with it. It's not your problem. You do need to take a hard line with that, okay? So your Twin Flame energy is very, very interesting. You're starting off the read with the 10 of Wands. It then goes to the King of Wands, the Star, the 10 of Coins, the King of Swords, the Knight of Coins, the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Wands. Can we have one more, please, for the Twin Flame collective? As always, I will tell you the dominant zodiacs that's showing up in this read, but you do need to use your discernment, okay? Because this could still be a read, but I might not even mention your zodiac or your person's zodiac, okay? So the information is going to be beneficial only for a wee handful, okay? So you have Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Aquarius again, Virgo again, Ace of Cups, water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, 8 of Coins is Virgo again, and then the 6 of Wands, Leo, and hiding underneath the 6 of Wands is the Hanged Man, so Pisces, with the Chariot hidden under there, Cancerian. So I've named basically pretty much everybody, right? However, the dominant signs, definitely Virgo and Aquarius and Cancerian. Okay, they're the dominant ones. Don't freak out if it's not any of your zodiac or your person's. It's not a problem. Again, it's just going to be beneficial for a handful. Let's get into this energy. The overall energy was the Hanged Man, and under there was the Six of Wands and then the Chariot. So this indicates your situation with your twin flame connection has been swinging in the wind for a while. It's been stagnant for a while. Some of you felt like nothing was moving at all. But what we actually see that's been going on, twin flames, is that there has been a lot that has been going on behind the scenes. And you can see that straight away with the Six of Wands and the Chariot. Okay. So perhaps the problem was that things weren't moving as quickly as maybe you would have liked for them to move. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the stagnation that you were feeling. There has been a lot that's been going on behind the veil. And whenever I say behind the veil, I mean the universal energies. Okay, I'm getting a super itchy hand. Some of you are going to be receiving unexpectedly very, very good news. There's an unexpected windfall here as well for some of you, with that hand being randomly itchy the way it is. It pertains to gain, so sudden gains, right? That's what's going on around your energies. I'm seeing that most of you are actually doing really, really well for yourselves with this Six of Wands. You're getting a lot of attention. There's possible public recognition here for some of you. Not that that was the goal. That wasn't your goal for some of you. But that's more of like a byproduct of your hard work and of your success. It's something to do with public recognition. I do get the impression again that people are flocking around you because they're interested in what it is that you have to say. So if you look here, it's kind of like got this Messiah vibe to it, which ties in with this energy here. So some of you's natural teachers, whether you're aware of it or not, you're natural teachers, and what you say is incredibly potent. It's very powerful. So use your words wisely, because there are a lot of individuals who are looking up to you at this point in time. Okay. We're going to clarify this Hanged Man energy. Tell me more, please, about the Hanged Man for the twin flames. Why is the Hanged Man here, please, for twin flames? Okay, there's a blockage here. So it could well be that there's one too many people involved with your twin flame connection. It's very, very likely. The Seven of Coins, to clarify the Hanged Man. Patience, dedication, hard work, diligence. Some of you are getting into crystal healing as well. I'm just looking at these crystals in that plant. Some of you might have been having problems with your house plants randomly dying, and you've been looking at leaving crystals in your house plants and seeing if that helps them, and they've been sprouting back. You've also been looking at crystal healing for yourself as well. I'm just taking a closer look at that plant, and it looks a lot like cannabis. I have to whisper it because there's certain words that I'm not actually allowed to use on YouTube, but it looks like a certain, should we say, plant that has very many wonderful medicinal qualities. Some of you could be looking at CBD as well to help out with any aches and pains, anxiety, not being able to sleep properly at night. Some of you are looking at CBD as a better alternative to actually, you know what I mean. I'm not allowed to say too much because I will end up getting in lots and lots of trouble for speaking about certain things on YouTube. you're intelligent enough to read between the lines. So, and those who that resonates for, it's going to be resonating for. So the Hanged Man is all about you and the things that you're doing in your day-to-day life and how you can make positive changes. That's why it's the Hanged Man. It's not so much about the energy of your twin flame connection, although I stand by what I said with your connection feeling like it's not moving, it's just swinging in the wind, it's not really doing anything. That has given you the opportunity, though, to reflect back onto yourself and to look closer at how you can help yourself and how you can improve your own health for some of you. So it's really, really interesting, very in-depth. Someone's not happy, though, twin flames, with the Ten of Wands, the King of Wands and the Star. And with the King of Swords that is central to this energy. And I'm just looking at it this way now as well. Ten of Wands, King of Swords and the Eight of Coins. Someone's definitely not happy. They're not feeling content. That they're not... I'm not seeing stability. What I am seeing is I'm feeling that these two kings are different aspects of the same individual. Okay, we're seeing that somebody feels disconnected from the people around them. It could be their social circle, it could be their own family, it could be if they're in a family situation, they're not happy, content and stable within that family connection. Take it as it resonates. I have to say someone, because the energy can be vice versa. Okay, so I'm not accusing anybody, I'm not pointing fingers, nothing like that. I'm just reading the energy, just reading the cards. It's up to you how it slots in. Okay, don't force it to fit. If it's not your message, leave it, right? Someone isn't happy. Now I'm feeling with this Star energy that this pertains to, I'm just looking, this deck is very, very different, and I try to honour what is actually going on in each separate deck. Now in this one, the Star, this screams enlightenment. Okay, at the top of the head is the Star, enlightenment. Whoever it is that isn't happy, they have been enlightened that perhaps for some of them, they were quite possibly living a lie. They were living up to someone else's standard. They were living up to something that looked good on paper, but didn't actually work for them. It doesn't click with them emotionally. Not the way that you do it for them. You're the one that clicks for them emotionally, not this situation that they're currently wrapped up and involved in. For some of you, this individual became involved with someone else purely on the basis of lust with that King of Wands. And it's indicating that their lust over love is what's cost them. There has been a price to pay for that lust, and pay for it they have, and they still are for some of them, because you can see that they're carrying way too much with this Ten of Wands. It was literally your first card out. They're struggling. They know at some point they're going to drop the ball, and when that happens, that there's no going back. Tell me more, please, about the Star energy. Tell me more about Star, please. Why is the Star? Thank you. Yeah, Two of Coins, juggling back and forth, trying to make a decision, trying to keep their head above water, trying to stay afloat, trying to balance out finances. Perhaps their finances has been hit, something like that. I feel that this is more about emotionally though, and it's a strange turn of phrase that I used when I was looking at this, because I don't tend to use the phrase dropping the ball very often. Now when I said that, I had this in my mind's eye. The energy reminded me very much of this one. And that's why I said dropping the ball. If you look, he's a juggler. He's juggling. He's trying to keep things up in the air. He's trying to take on too much. He's going to drop the ball at some point. The emotions are going to come out. Wheel of Fortune is right next to it. Fate, karma, destiny. Finally, things starting to move forward, and that's spooky because look at his hat. Now, I've had this deck for a while, and I've only just noticed that on his hat. Can you see it? That's the yin-yang symbol. That's the yin-yang symbol on his hat right there. I'm hoping that the camera can pick it out. That's spooky. This, whoever it is that currently isn't happy and is about to drop the ball, they've been trying to avoid the Wheel of Fortune. They've been trying to avoid their destiny. They can no longer avoid it. They're feeling this constant pushback. And they're wondering why things aren't working out for them. Things are not working out for them because they've been too focused on denying who they are. They're not living in their truth in the same way that you are. They're completely denying like the essence, their soul, who they are. They're denying it. Tell me more about the King of Swords. Thank you. So the King of Swords is clarified with the 9 of Coins in reverse. This is an individual who fears being alone. They would rather be with somebody, anybody, as long as it means that they're not alone. Unfortunately, they have found themselves in a situation, for some of you, not all of you, a family situation that they're not happy with for that exact reason. Tell me about the Knight of Coins, please, for Twin Flames. Thank you. That's landed in my lap. The 9 of Swords in reverse. Wow. I'm just looking at it upright so I can get a feel for this energy, but I am reading it in reverse. I hate to say this. For some of you now, I normally avoid this particular topic of conversation because I find that oftentimes it can cause more anxiety than is necessary. I do need to mention it though, Twin Flames. Somebody has been doing some kind of candle magic, but not with good intent. And it's been aimed towards keeping whoever the unhappy individual is stuck in their unhappy situation. Whoever the unhappy individual is, it could be you, it could be a person, right? They're realizing now that they were loyal to the wrong one. I'm just going to say it straight out. For some of you, your person was loyal to the karmic, and now they're recognizing where they fucked up. They're recognizing their mistake. And the karmic is the one that's been doing this candle magic aimed towards specifically keeping you two separated from each other. That's why it came out in reverse. It's also in reverse because for the most part you have, energetically at least, moved on from this situation because you've recognized that there is nothing that you can do. The only thing that you can do is to focus on yourself, your own health and your own well-being, and that's exactly what you have been doing. You've been doing the exact right thing. That's also why it's in reverse, because it's about a release. It's like, not my circus, not my monkeys, I release you, I wish you all the luck and love in the world, but this is on you now. This is for you to deal with. This isn't my problem. I cannot help you. I cannot help you. I can only help myself. Because for some of you, you've tried to help this individual. And what did you get in return? All of this negative energy being sent your way. Furthermore, I do need to tell you that that negative thing that was being sent your way didn't work. And the one who sent it in your direction is worried, like they're legit worried and wondering why they cannot affect you. Because they're trying to screw up your life energetically by sending this negative intent towards you. It's not working. It's not working. You've nothing to worry about there, okay? So again, I tend not to bring it up in reads because I don't believe in making people worried. But it's important. Someone needs to hear that. It doesn't matter what's being sent in your direction. It's not going to work. You keep moving forward as best you can. Remember, things like that, they only have as much power as what you give it. And the fact that you've been aware of it, but you haven't been feeding into it energetically, is exactly the reason why it hasn't worked. It's exactly the reason why it's just bounced right off of you again. So keep doing that. Stay focused on that, okay? Ace of Cups, Two of Wands, and then the Eight of Coins. The unhappy individual, they've been hearing good things about you. They've been hearing good things about your progress. Okay, you can see how he's talking to a wee birdie. So maybe there's mutual friends within the connection. And those mutual friends have been saying, oh, have you heard what your person's doing? And it's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And really giving them positive news about yourself. I just heard singing your praises as well, Twin Flames. Somebody who knows you and who knows the unhappy person and the twisted fuck that they're dealing with. A mutual friend that has been singing your praises. Now, I need you to take a closer look at this card, because this is where it gets really, really spooky. You may or may not have noticed there's a binding on his leg to this staff. There is then another binding on his wrist to this staff here. Someone has been doing binding spells and keeping that individual stuck. The only form of contact, and again, look, there's another yin-yang. Look at that. So, the only form of contact that your counterpart has is through this little friend. A mutual friend who's been singing your praises and has been giving your counterpart hope. That's the only way that they can contact you, is through a third party. There's still a lot of love here. A lot of love. Some of you are wearing the Triple Moon Goddess amulet for protection as well. If you're not, then you might want to look into it. Just anything to help protect you energetically is a good thing. Now, again, this card is really unusual because it's the Ace of Cups. It's an overflow of love, an overflow of emotion. But when you take a closer look, what's at the bottom? The dark, murky waters, and then these really worried looking fish. That fish does not look happy. That fish looks worried. It looks concerned that there are waves being made. You created waves in your counterpart's life, obviously, because you're twin flames. It's what twin flames do. And the person that your counterpart is dealing with is worried that they're going to lose them, that they're losing power and influence and control over them. So they're doing everything that they can to keep them stuck. 8 of Coins. Tell me more, please, about the 8 of Coins for twin flames. It was a bit sloppy the way that came out. Can I have one more, please, for the 8 of Coins? It's clarified with the Ace of Wands. Can I have one more for the 8 of Coins, please? Thank you. That's better. That was a huge jump. The 10 of Coins. And the energy at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So, twin flames, you are being watched and observed. Now, the energy from this is very much 50-50, okay? We already know the unhappy one is being watched with ill intent. And twin flames who are watching this video, you're also being watched by your counterpart, because there's still all of this love and admiration towards you. They also feel, I understand now the meaning of this, if you look at it, they feel protective over you as well, still. Clarified further with the Ace of Wands, so that's passion, drive, ambition. It can be a very sexual energy, so it's possible that your person is fantasizing about you, like sexually. That's always a possibility. But it's about newness, inspiration. You're an inspiration for your counterpart. You inspire them. And then the 10 of Coins. Now, they've already got the 10 of Coins, but it's right next to the King of Swords. So they've already got a 10 of Coins, but they don't want that 10 of Coins. Ace, new. They want the 10 of Coins with you. They don't want this one. They want that one. What's hiding underneath there? The 4 of Coins, yeah. The Fool, Justice, and then the 8 of Coins again, yeah. I'm getting the impression, twin flames, that your counterpart is secretly, now this message has come out in twin flame reads a couple of times, where somebody was secretly squirreling away money and resources so that they can make their escape. That's still there. It's still very much here. They're ready, they're preparing themselves to travel light with the Fool energy, and then Justice. They're positive that leaving that unhappy situation is the right thing to do. That they're definitely being guided. Heavily guided. And spiritually protected as well. Someone made this unhappy individual sick. Deliberately. They put something in their food to make something go wrong with their stomach. That's weird. So they were poisoned with something to make them sick. That's only applicable to those individuals where you arranged to meet this person and this person didn't turn up. And they didn't turn up because they were sick. The reason why they were sick is because there was something was put in their food to give them diarrhea or something, to make them really, really ill, or to make them throw up, to make them think that they had caught something when they actually hadn't. That's why they didn't turn up. That's why they couldn't meet you. That's vindictive as fuck. Shit. That's not cool. I'm going to leave that one there because that's getting really, really dark. And again, remember, shit like that only has as much power as what you give it. Okay? So if you focus on it, it's going to feed into it. All right? Okay, coming out of that one now. That's really dark. What else, please, for twin flames? Intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. Pay attention with that one, okay? Again, use your discernment, because usually relationships with narcissistic individuals can also have intense highs and intense lows. All right, so just discernment required. It's confirming for those who feel like there's something really unusual and intense about a connection. Then it's confirming that that there is something strange going on, because it's a soul connection. All right, your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. So it doesn't matter what that other person does to this connection. You two guys are going to come back together, come what may. And under the... Did you see that? Union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. As I literally just said, this is twin flame partners, true twin flame partners that are coming into union with each other. They've had someone else that's been trying to interfere and stop this process from happening, and it's not going to play out in the way that they think it will. How can these twin flames help each other to manifest, please? Okay. Last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. Okay. So it says, drawing this card suggests that it's time to be more grounded and work out what really matters to you. Once you're clear about your priorities, you can start to allot time, energy, and focus to them. If you want to create something solid, it takes a mix of good ideas and practical work. The most important thing to work out is what's really important to you and whether you're living your life in accordance with that. If not, then this card is a nudge to make changes so that you can achieve what you want. Here we have an energy that's modern and cool, and another that's rustic and real. Never the twain shall meet. Once you know your priorities, it becomes possible for you to work out where to focus your attention in terms of your life and your manifesting. It's suggesting some crystals as well. So hematite bloodstone, orange calcite, jasper, blue apatite, or amethyst. Choose one of these and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a vibrant pink-orange light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to create a crystal grid. Your manifestation affirmation is, I don't need anything, but some things I want. And when to manifest your magic? The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Aquarius or on a Saturday, Saturn's day. The last quarter moon in Aquarius takes place when the sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Aquarius. It knows that living lightly is a good thing, but still the ties they bind. It's an interesting turn of phrase. Very, very interesting. So how you can help your counterpart to manifest what it is that they need in their life, twin flames. Focus on your own manifestations, because everything that you do energetically, it benefits your twin flame counterpart. So that's the first one. The second one is to figure out what are your priorities, okay? And focus on your priorities. Focus on the things basically pretty much the same as what you have been doing. You've been focusing on yourself and the things that you can take care of, and the things like as we saw here. Keep doing that, okay? You're definitely on the right track with that one. It's beautiful. What else, please, for twin flames? Humour. Now, that's come out in reverse. And I kept saying, someone in this read is not happy. Someone isn't happy. They're not happy. Humour. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. It's the way that came out in reverse. Again, it's just confirmation that, look, someone is not living in their authenticity. And of course, their own happiness has been knocked as a result. And then you've got forgiveness. Service. Right, twin flames, you're doing something that is being of service to others. Some of yous could well be Virgo or have heavy Virgo placements in your own chart, because there was a lot of messages about something that you're doing that is benefiting everyone else. You're being of service to others. You're helping others to raise their own vibrations. You're helping others through something that you're doing. You're encouraging others to be their best selves, right? You're unhappy person, remember that came out in reverse. The unhappy one, your counterpart, is wanting your forgiveness. They're probably going to be asking for your forgiveness as well, so keep an open mind with that one, okay? Right, so the next two decks, we've got the Divine Feminine deck and the Divine Masculine deck. It's completely up to you how you receive these cards. You might decide that you're going to take the Divine Masculine one for yourself, or just the Divine Feminine one for yourself, or you might even decide, actually, both of these cards resonate for me, so I'm going to take them both. That's absolutely fine, because remember, we all do have Divine Feminine and Masculine within us. The trick is to balance them and utilize them both within ourselves. Okay. Inner union before outer union. Right, so your Divine Feminine ones, it says, in birth, decay, death, sorrow and turmoil. Be the seer of the ultimate reality with faith and serenity. So that is respecting, because it's describing the natural cycle of events. So continue to respect the natural cycle of events, continue to respect everyone else's journey, their own free will and all the rest of it. Maintain that, okay? And then you've got fall in love with yourself again to bring in the love of your life. So there we go, that's that inner union before the outward union. The divine masculine cards are knowing that you shall pass away. Wow, that's cheery. How can you quarrel and let bitterness harden you? So it's a reminder that life is way too short to be living in a manner that satisfies others. You need to live in a way that satisfies yourself as well. It's too short for somebody to be living in a lie. And then you've got, however many holy words you speak, what good will they do if you don't act upon them? So that can indicate like broken promises or something. Did somebody make a promise to another individual, but they didn't fully believe in what it was they were saying at the time? Something like that. Because that's what I'm feeling. That there's a very questionable loyalty here that's playing out in this read, and somebody has recognized as clear as day that they were loyal to the wrong one. They were loyal to the fake, to the phony, to the liar, to the manipulator. That they have misplaced loyalty, and now they don't know what the frick to do about it, and they feel stuck. It's like, oh damn it, I'm stuck with it now. You know, it's that energy. They're going to be asking you for your forgiveness. It's up to you what you do with it. Okay, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. That's not what I'm about. I just read the cards and I just read the energy. It's up to you what you decide. Very, very best of luck to you if you resonated with this read. I'm going to have to leave that one there for now though. If you would like to book a private reading that is more catered towards your specific needs, then the link to do so can be found in my description box and my pinned comment, or you could just visit phoenixkeiatarot.com and place your booking there. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed and supported my channel. I'm so utterly grateful for every single one of you. All of your donations as well. Honestly, it means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.